She liked the idea of carrying forth something that other people might not think is beautiful or that other people have discarded or don't think has any value, and sort of reframing it or representing it to remind us that everything can be beautiful. Margaret Kilgallen was an American artist born in 1967 in Maryland on the east coast of the US. She went to university in Colorado and studied printmaking before moving to California in 1989, where she met her husband, fellow artist Barry McGee. She took up surfing, she would skateboard, ride her bike. She became very much influenced by the landscape of San Francisco and California. Typography, interest in books really comes through in her work. And she worked up until 2001, where unfortunately she passed quite early at the age of 33. Margaret and her husband's life in San Francisco is very much intertwined. They shared a studio and were really sort of influencing each other in their practice. They listened to a lot of old-time music, so Matoki Slaughter, which is a figure that appears a lot in her work, was a creative influence on her. You see a lot of references to surf culture in her work, but also references to specific places in California. She did a lot of street art, did a lot of hand-painted signs for local businesses, but also a lot of graffiti and train tagging. She used a lot of found material, so found wood, found paper, recycled paint. She hated anything to go to waste. Kilgallen really believed that she wanted to change the emphasis of what is important when looking at women. So strong, independent women appear a lot in her work. You see them sort of taking up space, really sort of living this free life, often doing activities that at the time when she was doing them, she was one of the only women or girls participating. And she really wanted to send a message to a sort of younger generation of women that they could do whatever they wanted. The exhibition is titled That's Where the Beauty Is, and it's actually something that Margaret says when she's interviewed for Art 21, and she tells the story about trying to draw a straight line and trying over and over again to make it perfect, and how from far away it might look perfect, but when you get up close, you can see obviously it's made by hand. And she says, that's where the beauty is, which I thought was a very perfect title for an exhibition.
Je hebt van die kunstenaars die tijdens hun leven niet de erkenning krijgen die ze verdienen. Omdat ze bijvoorbeeld zich afzijdig houden van de mainstream commerciële kunstwereld. En als je dan ook nog eens, zoals in het geval van Margaret Kilgallen, veel te vroeg komt te overlijden, dan loop je het risico dat de kunstgeschiedenis je over het hoofd gaat zien. Nou, gelukkig in haar geval dat in Amerika een aantal musea ook zich ontfermd hebben over de nalatenschap van haar werk. Het werk zijn gaan verzamelen en tonen. En nu is er een heel moment ook aangebroken hier bij ons, omdat we als Bonnefanten Museum als eerste ook het werk van Margaret Kilgallen kunnen laten zien in Europa.
The piece we're standing in is called Main Drag. It's from 2001, the last piece that Margaret made before she passed away, and the largest installation she made to date. She was at the time 7 months pregnant, so she was going up and down on the lift by herself, really building the installation. The piece is so enveloping and you really become transported into the world that she's created, becoming one of the characters, sort of entering into the main drag, which is vernacular for the sort of main street or the center of where everything is happening in a small town.